Hello, independent home explorers, and welcome back to segment 1 of our 6-part series on getting started as a buyer without a real estate agent. In episode 3, we're putting on our detective hats to uncover the secrets of local market trends and pricing. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive in. Now, understanding the local market is like having a superpower in your real estate toolkit. It's not just about finding a home, it's about finding the right home at the right price. So how do we crack the code? First up, recent sales or sold comps or comparables. One of the most, if not indefinitely the most reliable indicator of market trends is studying properties that have recently been sold in your desired areas. As someone going it alone, you won't have direct access to the multiple listing service and all relevant details as an agent would, but you can find some helpful information on the popular consumer websites everyone knows about, or even at your local county or town clerk's office. You can also check online property data providers such as CoreLogic or DataTree. However, these may come with an additional cost, and you may find yourself trying to interpret more cumbersome data you may not fully understand. Depending on where you're searching, you can also try to engage with local people who already live in or are familiar with the area, whether it's taking a walk in the neighborhood and chatting up the neighbors, or even attending community events. Local insights can be priceless. They can give you the inside scoop on the neighborhood's trajectory, but obviously be sure to use your better judgment. Depending on who you manage to talk to, you might get vastly differing opinions on similar topics. Now, let's talk about property appreciation. Understanding how property values have changed over time can be a game changer. Again, tools like consumer websites online can help you track historical data, giving you a clearer picture of the market's evolution, but it's important to remember that while these sites get the majority of their information from the local multiple listing service, any automated value estimate they provide on a property is going to be purely based on an algorithm and not on real comparable detailed data. For example, you may see a home listed on one of these sites where the seller's asking price varies greatly from the website's estimated value. This doesn't automatically mean the seller is asking too much or too little. How could an automated value possibly take into account renovations, quality of finishes, upgrades that have been done to a property, or even severe lack of maintenance and damage? Bottom line, it can't. Only a human who has seen the property and knows the market can. So while these sites can be great tools, take the information provided with a grain of salt and make sure to dig deep with the details. If you find that homes are typically selling quickly and above the asking price, you'll know you need to move quickly when you find something that you like and be ready to compete with other buyers. It's also important to know what tools and contingencies are commonly being negotiated in your market, and we'll dive deeper into those in segment 3 of this series. Another note, a town's assessment value of a property is not the property's fair market value. The assessment is actually performed by the town to determine the annual property taxes owed. You actually want the assessment to be less than the fair market value so that the property taxes you pay are lower. Another thing to consider is future developments. Those are a puzzle piece as well. Is the neighborhood expecting new schools, parks, or infrastructure improvements? Is land being cleared for new homes to be built? These can influence property values positively or negatively. So stay informed through local news or by inquiring with municipal planning websites and town departments. As you embark on this journey of decoding market trends, remember, knowledge is power. And speaking of power, if you found these tips helpful, show some love with a like and be sure to share this series with someone else you think it could be helpful to. More invaluable insights are coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll see you in episode 4 where we'll get your home search off the ground. Prepare for liftoff.